Testing, testing. Are we on? Are we live? All right, let's go.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Weezy out of here.
Top of the Maybach riding down in Rodeo. Top of that Maybach riding down in Rodeo. Baby, tell me that you listening to my say so. Tie my ties, sprinkle her face with the mail. We don't do hand me down, no, we got plenty clothes. I've been rocking rose gold, diamonds on the low. You keep bitches by the low, but she ain't pimpin' though. I might catch him by the fold. I'm talking Hondas, ho. Talking Hondas. Baby girl look so strong. Niggas hating on me, but I'm telling these niggas no plunge. Fuck where you from? Just bring your money to sun. Just take care of your mama, yeah. Boss up most of your mind, yeah. Boss up your man. Give him some bands. Give him some bands. Watch him expand. You a fuck nigga, yeah. Cause you put on a string. I might call her baby. She'll never be ma'am. Yellow blue diamonds ram. But I ain't paying Uncle Sam. I ran off on my man. I'ma pay Uncle Sam. I just took her to lunch. Bitch ordered some crayons. I been smoking on rent. Might serve your grams. Me and my niggas just like them near a meal out in Vegas. Woke up, said a pretty girl like thank you on that base. Nigga ran up time like he ready to kill, but he faking. Go right low with Nash credit sealed, they just take it. Tired of playing with niggas, should've murked when they was babies. I just have hoes on a bump, going crazy.
Dave, what up?
Me and my niggas just lost them near a million in Vegas. Soon as I pull my pants down, lil' mama
You like the
gonna
song? Press
taste it.
some.
Those
Press
up on
one if
my
you like
coupe,
the
I'm
song.
driving down Rodeo. Those up on my coupe, I'm driving down Rodeo. Took it straight out the projects, motor like some Play-Doh. Everything bueno when I'm riding around getting my pesos. Made 100K by lunchtime, girl I got plenty though. Rapping, I punching the punchline. I'm going blow for blow. I'm getting cash and by the fold. I'm talking overload. I fucked your girl like it's crunch time, and I never told her so. Told my shorty to stay in the house and she.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Trav. This is my first live that I'm doing where I'm actually going live on YouTube. So I want to thank everybody that's in the building, whether it's one person, whether it's 1,000 people, whoever's up in this motherfucker, man. I just appreciate you tuning in. I got a lot of things I want to say, and I got a platform to say it. I went ahead today, bossed up, got my mixer, got my mic, got everything. And it's time to spit this game. So the first thing I want to talk about as a topic today is accountability and work ethic are the ultimate cheat codes. Now, why do I say that? I say that because I notice, especially, I can only speak for where I'm at in America, but a lot of us have victim mentality. We don't want to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, it's my fault. We want to look outside of ourselves and find everything that's being done wrong to us. But we don't want to look inside and say, you know what? It's my fault. Now, why do people not want to do that? Because the truth hurts. You know, when you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, nobody's the cause of my problems but me, it's very humbling. And a lot of people don't want to do that. But what they don't understand is that when you are able to say, hey, this is my fault, you have full control over the situation. When you say you're a victim, you don't have control. You're basically saying, I can't do anything about this. Me personally, I always have the confidence to say, I have something that I can do about this. And maybe people want to think that's cocky or not, but no, it's just, that's what enables you in life. Anybody that's been a winner in life took their life by the reins and went hard at it. They didn't sit back. They didn't become a victim and just stay there for the rest of their lives. They did something about it. Look at every movie you watch. Look at Rocky. Look at these superhero movies. It always starts with there's maybe things are regular, there's a tragedy, or there's a problem, and then the main character goes, I'm going to do something about this. And they come up with a plan. They go on a quest. They seek out whatever they need to get the power and the knowledge they want. And then they make the change. But in this day and age, we want cheat codes that are quick and fast. We want to be able to just snap our fingers and there it is. Life doesn't work that way. And it's good that it doesn't work that way, because that's what creates character. That's what makes you more valuable. If things were easy, everybody would be able to do everything. Everybody would be able to succeed. But that's the beauty of life, where you need to have accountability and work ethic, because it sets you apart. Not many people want to take the time to come up with a plan and put it into action. And it takes blood, sweat, and tears. And it's also because we're not realistic of what it is. You need to study people that are successful in life in any facet that you want to be. So, I mean, let's take, for example, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was a big inspiration for me personally, because he was somebody that was bullied and went through a lot growing up in the hood in New York. But he got to a point where he was able to find a mentor, Cus D'Amato, and turn his sadness and his tragedy into a strength. And he used to get bullied, and they had the pigeons. He had the pigeons, and people used to bully him about the pigeons. And one day he just, stood up and was like, I'm tired of this. Like, I'm not going to do it. I got to do something about this, And he went into a boxing gym and he did what he had to do. And somebody believed in him. It took accountability for him and some type of work ethic to step into the ring and challenge somebody. And he actually lost the first fight, I think, that he got seen in, if I believe. He didn't win. Mike Tyson didn't win his first fight. He lost where Cus D'Amato saw him. But because he had accountability and work ethic and put himself on the line, Cus D'Amato saw him and said, that's going to be world champion right there. Because he could see in him that he had a burning desire. He took that tragedy and took accountability and said, I want to do something about this. And he became the baddest man on the planet. And it didn't happen overnight. He got in that gym. He did what he had to do. He had countless exhibitions, sparring rounds, did what he had to do, built up his confidence. And all these people that have work ethic and accountability, once they stick with something long enough, they're able to get the fruits of that labor and experience something that most people never do. They figure it out. They get into a zone that most people never get into, and they realize, oh, I can do this. But you have to go through that first fall, those first pitfalls, and come out of it. And then once you do that, success becomes addictive. I could just speak for me, because Mike Tyson was, for me, a big influence for me. And I remember, I was overweight and bullied. And I remember I went to a junior prom at another high school. And that was cool, you know what I'm saying? If you can, go to another junior prom at another high school and all that, that means that, you got something going. If you can network and go to different schools, most people don't go to proms outside of their school. So I went to a prom with the girl outside of my school, but I didn't know how to advance and get her and, talk to her and get her to like me, or I didn't know what I was doing. I just didn't know, but I went to the dance and she thought I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything necessarily wrong, but I didn't know how to be charming. But at this time of my life, it was just my mother and I. I didn't have any, adults, really men around me, especially black men around me, to kind of show me the game, to, pull my coattails and be like, hey, so you got a prom coming up? Make sure you look like this. Have your stuff buttoned together. Make sure you got your cologne on. Make sure, you act like this and move accordingly. I had nobody to show me that. And back then, there was no YouTube. There was no social media. There was no internet like that. We were still happy if we downloaded one song a day off Napster. That's where we were at the internet at that time. So if you didn't know somebody, it was pretty bad for you. It's not like today where now you could just click on the phone, put in a question in YouTube or Google, and you got the answer. So I remember I just literally, I was downstairs and I went into the bathroom mirror and I was crying. And I just looked at myself and I was just like, I'm horrible. I was like, this is not who I want to be. I got to do something about this. I just feel like I'm a loser. And I feel like a lot of people I'm around are losers. I got to do something about this. Like, I can't live like this the rest of my life. I watch TV and I see certain guys and it's like they have everything. It's like they get all the girls, they get all the success. Everybody likes them. They don't get bullied. How do I get to that level? I got to do something about this. And luckily around that time, the internet just started to pop a little bit. And through that, I was able to start taking baby steps. And I told myself, I was like, you know, I've tried quick fixes. I've tried to do these quick diets. I've tried to do these quick little gimmick schemes that I see on infomercials and stuff like that. It never works. But I know that the long haul things work, putting in years of effort, but I didn't want to put in years of effort. But I guess I hit such a low at 16. I was just like, you know what? This is all I got left. I got to do this because I've tried all this infomercial stuff. My mom won't let me take these ephedra pills, you know, because they say it's bad for you. So I can't lose this weight fast. I don't got money to get no liposuction or surgery or nothing like that. I got to do something about it the hard way. And another thing I got lucky is you start seeing, because back then gyms weren't around like that. You had 24-hour fitness starting to come into the fold. So once that happened, I just said, everything I've been trying to avoid, I have to do. And I just took baby steps. I got a job. Then when I got my car, I started rolling around different areas. I had the gym and I started going to the gym by myself. And it was hard the first time I started going by myself. I didn't have no workout partners or nothing. I remember back then too, you didn't have the Bluetooth on the phone and all that. And I would just be sitting between sets, listening to whatever music will be on. It definitely wasn't hip hop because back then it wasn't as integrated as today. It was hip hop and rock. So we were listening to some rock. I'm hearing John Bon Jovi over the damn intercom at the gym. And I'm like, man, this shit's weak. You know what I mean? But I'll try to watch TV on the treadmill and they're watching all these shows I don't want to watch. And but I stuck with it. I didn't stop because I was like, I got to get this in, man. I can't deal with being fat and being a loser the rest of my life. That's how much at that time for myself, I wanted to do it. And I remember I just did 3-4 months of all just work. I would go out and have fun with my friends. I found new friends and watch what I eat and just study different things. And I remember I just stuck with it. And the first and the second month were hard, but as I made that habit, it just worked. And then I remember the third month, fourth month, I remember I went to school back to play football and people were coming up to me and were like, Trav, you lost weight. And I didn't say anything to anybody, but people were saying stuff to me. They were just like, Trav, you lost weight. And I was like, really? Like, I kind of didn't even think about it because I just saw myself as my old self. And even people that used to kind of like say smart remarks to me were giving me props. They're like, oh, Trav, like, whoa, Trav, what'd you do? Like, and I'm like, what? Like, and then I just remember I was like, oh, I'm on to something. Like, this is working for me, you know? And during that summer, I lost 30 pounds. And then I was playing football, and I remember like certain guys who were the star players on the team I was playing on came up to me and like gave me props. And I'm thinking in my head, why are they giving me props? I'm not like the best player on the team. I'm like average, you know? Why are they, you know, giving me love? But I still saw my old self. They saw the new self, and I was just hard on myself. I was accountable, but I was too hard on myself while being accountable. And then some girls at the school started showing me attention, and I was like, oh, like I'm getting attention from girls. I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like I still didn't know necessarily what to do, but I remember I felt like I wasn't a virgin anymore, and I still was a virgin. I was like, oh, a girl looked at me. I went home and I was like super happy about that. That's how bad it was for me at one point. But I just took baby steps. And then through that, I got like my first girlfriend not trying. Like once I put myself together, a girl from a private school that my partner went to liked me. And I heard through the grapevine she liked me. And then I got my first girlfriend. I didn't have my first kiss till my senior year of high school. That's how bad it was. I'll never forget that. I kissed a girl in my driveway at the beginning of my senior year of high school. And I thought like I had a damn threesome. That's how much the damn kiss meant to me. I was just like, what? I was like, whoa, I kissed a girl. I'm hella late, bro. Cats were kissing girls in elementary school and middle school. But hey, that was a win for me. That was more than what I ever had. You know what I mean? And just through that, I got addicted to that success. I was like, I got to keep this going. And then, you know, girls were coming up to my classroom and giving me presents for my birthday. I never had that. That's what they were giving the kids that got the girls. So I was like, oh, they're giving me presents at my class. I was like, whoa, like something's on here. But it took accountability and work ethic. And people don't want to do that because, again, you got to put in the time and you have to humble yourself and say, it's me. When I started looking at things that were making me overweight, I was drinking too much soda. I would drink like 3 packs of Pop-Tarts every day, empty ass calories. You know, and I could have blamed my mom for, you know, letting me get those groceries. I could have blamed my parents, but I was like, that's my fault. I should have said no. And I started learning how to cook things for myself. And that helped out a lot. And just through those little moments, I was like, I have to keep this going. And then, you know, I wanted to learn how to dance. So back then I didn't have, the street guys knew how to dance, but I didn't want to be around them besides dancing because they were getting in the street stuff. So I bought a video of a Pop Locker and I just put it in the DVD in my PlayStation 2. And I was just in the damn dining room or living room area. And every day I come home, I would practice my side glide, practice my thing, put my music on. And then, and I was already confident to go to dances, but I wanted to take it to the next level. I knew how to, like, you know, dance a little bit, walk a little bit, whatever, but I wanted to take it to the next level. So I started learning that. And then I just remember going to like house parties and just hitting my moves. And some of the like most reputable street cats were like, oh shit, bro, we didn't know you were a turf monster like that. And I was like, oh, like this is possible. And most people never get to that point where they get like that one big win, that 1 second win, where it can make them just go, okay, these things that I thought weren't possible are possible. But again, it's not easy, but that is the real cheat code. You can't put Game Genie on your life and go put in, I don't know, you can't put in the Contra code. What is it? Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, or whatever. You can't just do that when you wake up and things come to you. That's not how it works. You have to put in the time. But when you embrace, you have to put the right mindset behind your accountability and work ethic, because you have to say, guess what? This is hard, but I'm doing stuff most people will never do. Look at all the stories of all these guys, and I'm not the most successful guy, but I've definitely transformed my life in a way many people haven't. But look at all these successful cats. Look at Kobe. Kobe was going and traveling and going on trips, and the first thing he would do when he stopped down somewhere is he went to the gym. Iceberg, what it do, bruh? Kobe would go to the gym wherever he was at. Iverson's like, man, we going to the club. Kobe's like, oh, I'm going to the gym. Kobe was studying film. Kobe sacrificed friendships at a young age in his teens. And a lot of times when you have an accountability and work ethic that's so high, people are going to call you crazy because they don't understand it, because it isn't natural. Being accountable and having work ethic is not natural. I don't care what nobody says. Maybe you have a couple people who are just prodigies and stuff, but that's why they're prodigies, because accountability and work ethic is not natural. If it was natural, everybody would be getting what they want in life. They're not, because most people aren't accountable and have work ethic. That's just how it goes. But you can make it natural with repetition. Once you get to a point where you have these things and you understand that accountability and work ethic is the cheat code, you're always going to be able to say, I can do more. And there's going to be points in your life where you're going to hit that bottom, where you're going to hit a plateau and you're like, you know what? What am I doing wrong? Because I'm doing these different things and it's not working. You need to also be around people who are going to hold you accountable and who have work ethic, because that's going to inspire you. Birds of a feather flock together. You can't be an accountable person with work ethic and be around degenerates. It's not going to work, because even if you do that, these degenerate motherfuckers are going to try to take you off your path. They're not going to understand it. They're going to just chirp in your ear and tell you stupid ass bullshit. They're going to want you to be on their level. Sometimes it's personal, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's out of pure ignorance. Sometimes it's because they don't want to see you do things that they're not willing to do, and they become jealous and envious. Because if you succeed, it shows what they're not doing with their life, whether they realize it or not. If you're not getting things in life, 9.9 times out of 10, you're not doing something to attract what you want. But the good thing is, when you have accountability and you have work ethic, you can change those things. And that is a cheat code. So Dave W. got a question right here. I got to get used to how to show the comments. I'm still learning this thing, but I'll just read what you said. Okay, here we go. How did that motivation transition into your career? Good question. The way it transitioned into my career was, I always saw what I could do more than other people. A lot of people didn't have the work ethic to do the next thing. If they wanted to have if you want to get a better career and get a better position or whatever, you have to be willing what it takes to do that. And a lot of people only go to their 9 to 5 for that 9 to 5. They don't even do the 9 to 5. They find ways to go to the bathroom and bullshit for an hour. They find ways to get distracted while they're at work. They're not really tapped in. But I was always tapped in with what I wanted to do because I knew what I wanted to do. So if I was working, let's say when I was working with Nick Cannon, I was like, okay, how many people in this world are in this position I'm in? My father died so that I could be in this position. He didn't get to see me do the things I want to do, and that's what kept him going. My dad sacrificed and literally died while trying to sacrifice so I could get to that point. And that motivation from those hardships and taking that accountability to say, I have to continue what my father wants me to do, that's what motivated me. A lot of these people got things handed to them. They went to the right private school and had the right network, so they didn't really appreciate what they had. I didn't have it like that. I was doing the stuff I wanted to do with entertainment in the streets, and it was dangerous sometimes. I'm around local rappers, and a lot of these dudes are ex-drug dealers, maybe still in the street, thuggish dudes. I'm filming stuff, and fights are breaking out. Guns are getting pulled out. I've been pepper sprayed 4 times. So when I was doing it in the mud, per se, and then I got to situations where it was like regular corporate shit, I'm like, shit, this is Disneyland, bruh. You're telling me I can go to a workroom and go get like a Danish, like in between my work break? Bro, we couldn't do that out there in the street. There's no HR. There's no benefits. Shit, we might even get lucky if we get paid. You know what I'm saying? I remember just working with cats and I got a gun pulled out on me because I didn't want to smoke weed. So I guess because I was always kind of the underdog, I just got tired of that shit. Does that answer your question, Dave? If you're there, press 1. Let me know what you think of that answer. But a lot of people don't put in the work to get to that point. To either they don't have the natural motivation somehow, but I do believe motivation comes with reps, because once you become comfortable with something, you go, okay, I can do this. And a lot of people don't push themselves to that point. You have to push yourself to your limits. And again, that takes accountability and work ethic. Because there's days I didn't want to do the things I wanted to do. And I'm not perfect. There's times where I cat off too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most successful person. So there's more that could be done. But at least let me say this and cam up to say this. I'm pretty successful with what I wanted to do in life. But at least I will take accountability if something doesn't work out. There's some times where I've been screwed and I've gotten the short end of the stick. Damn right. But I'll still take accountability and say, you know what? It sucks, but I got to do something else. I got to go to, you know what I mean? It didn't work out for me with Nick Cannon. I don't know why it didn't. I tried. I really wanted to. It didn't work out. So I was like, I got to do something else. I can't stay here because it's not going to work out. I didn't make the right, I've networked with the wrong people. That's my fault. I should have been better. I should have kept networking. I should have found other people. I was too loyal. That's my fault. But hey, I'm going to go somewhere else. So I took his name and then, you know, have faith and work ethic. And a month later, I'm working for the 49ers. You know what I mean? And it makes life so much easier. I don't have any what ifs because of that. If things didn't work out, cool. Hey, I just didn't do it. You know what I mean? Whether it's I wasn't good enough or I didn't want to do it anymore. But I'm not going to sleep at night with all these thoughts in my head. And that's the problem with a lot of people out here. A lot of people are living in their heads. They're living in these what if scenarios. They're at their jobs thinking about other things. And that's why they're not getting ahead, because they're not tapped into their own life. People have more accountability and work ethic with video games or watching sports, keeping up with music and entertainment than their own life. There's no accountability of what's my life doing. Instead of coming home and go to the gym or studying, people just turn on the TV and sit on the couch and get fat, then complain. But when they're entertained watching people who have accountability and work ethic over their life, yeah, some people get lucky, but you looking at LeBron James, you're looking at Kobe Bryant, you're looking at Michael Jordan, you're looking at Tiger Woods, you're looking at all these successful people. They took accountability and have work ethic, and that's why they're the star, and you're not. So you know everything about them, but you know nothing about yourself. That's a dangerous place to be. It's toxic. And again, your life is not your own. What example are you setting to the people around you? Your energy goes to other people through osmosis. So if you're just a lazy, unaccountable person, as much work as I have, I can't be around people that aren't like that with me. Hey, what it do, Trav the bot in the building, you know, for sure. Rich, what it do, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, bro. I appreciate it. I'm definitely going to be pushing out content. I thank you for being here, man. Spread the word. Trav finally got on YouTube, bro. I'm in this thing. Woo, I'm in this thing, man. I still got to get used to my Rodecaster and all that. It's got all the little buttons and all the little things that I can add, so I'm going to play with it. But I got enough, intellectual gas to spit on this mic. This thing getting hot right now as we speak. Got to cool it down. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, and it sickens me because America is the land of the unaccountable and no work ethic. And it's getting worse and worse. I don't care what nobody say. Look at what you see in the 1920s. Look how people were dressed up every day, walked to where they were going, dipped. Now you look at people like, I went to the DMV when I was unemployed to go to a little job fair thing to get a new job. Motherfuckers are showing up to the damn job interviews in damn wife beaters and Raider jerseys. You're like, what the fuck is that? No accountability. You don't even have work ethic to put on a decent ass fit, and you want to show up to a damn job fair. Then they want to get mad and complain and get on welfare because they're not doing what they got to do. Fuck out of here, bruh. Still dressing like it's fucking Cash Money for the 99 and the 2000, bro. Get with the times. It's 2021. What the fuck? You know better. You're just lazy. And then when people live and they don't want to be accountable for it, like for me, I've had people think I'm a goddamn Republican just because of the things I say, because I have accountability and work. Are you a Republican? No, I'm not. Motherfuckers don't care about me. I'm just somebody that's accountable. I just have independent thought, and I'm not a victim. So now I'm a sellout or something like that. Nah, you just haven't sold out for yourself. I'm a sellout as far as I've sold out as far as my purpose. Goddamn right. Can you speak on being burnt out with work, personal life? If so, how do you deal with it? So yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I've had burnout lately, not with my own career and my work ethic as far as getting things and doing what I got to do, but I've been burnt out on people, you know. But I have to take accountability for myself. I'm going to therapy. I'm there's something wrong with me. I got anger issues from certain things. You know, I can admit that. I got to deal with that. There's been times where I've popped off prematurely. I messed it up. I messed up with a chick recently, and it's because I popped off too soon because I was dealing with other stuff. That's my fault. But I'll take accountability and learn for the next time. Hey, bruh, just be a little more patient. That was your fault. You had it and you messed it up. Oh, well. But I'm not going to sit here and be like everybody else in this red pill community and just cry and say oh, she was evil and that's why that happened. It's because of the damn red pill. Women are, they don't love us like we love them. So that's why the girl didn't want to talk to me no more. No, I messed that up. And the reason why is because now that I'm accountable, next time I'm not going to do that shit. Case closed. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, I guess shortly, just you got to find what works for you. For me, it's going to the gym, talking to somebody, doing research, looking within, maybe going on a vacation. But you got to figure that out for yourself. And you'll figure that out by trying different things and see what sticks. So type of one, if I answered your question. But that's the United States of America. We lack work ethic and accountability here. We're the most powerful country, but we're losing that. We don't embrace hard work. We just embrace drip and swag. And especially with the social media age, it's made it worse because now people just want to get the fast route. They want to get their followers up. They want to pop on. They want to be stars. Be a star in real life. You want to be a star before you get the followers, because once you get that, you ain't going to be ready for it. That's what happens when people pop too soon, when they didn't take the hard road that takes accountability and work ethic. You get success too soon. You don't know what to do with it. You simp on your own success, if that makes sense. Yo, Steve, what it do? Thanks for coming to my channel, man. I appreciate it. But that's just another thing I thought of. Boom. People simp when they get success because they didn't get it with accountability and work ethic. They got it too quick and they don't know what to do with it. If you've worked and taken things and taken the real road, the hard road, you're going to appreciate it more. Look at Gary Vee. Gary Vee said he made content for 7 years before he popped. 7 years. I'm sure people were looking at him and being like, look at this crazy dude talking about wine on YouTube and doing all that. What is he doing? He worked every day. 7 years. Now he's popped. Now he's big. Now everybody want to be Gary Vee. But I'm sure when he started, everybody be everything but Gary Vee. He put paint where it ain't. He made a lane that wasn't cool. And that's what you got to do. You are becoming one of my favorite YouTubers. I love the video. Man, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. You don't understand, bro. Like, and the accountability and work ethic for me, I don't like the status of our society right now. I don't. And then I had people telling me like, well, are you just going to be mad about it? Or you always have an opinion. Like, why don't you just let it go? And you know what? They were right, because I had such an opinion, but what was I doing about it? Yeah, I was handling myself and I was doing myself, but I'm complaining about other things, but I'm not doing anything about it. There's not one way to do something about it, but how can I take accountability about my actions and actually do something about it and not just be all talk? I was being all talk. So I'm not going to be all talk anymore. And that's why I'm creating this platform. Whether I touch one person, whether I touch 4 people, whether I touch 4,000, I'm taking accountability and doing something, because hopefully people can take the lessons, the wins and the losses that I'm doing and they can accelerate their own success. Because if we have more successful people out here, you're going to have less crime, less simping, less bullshit. And life's going to be more fun. It's fun when you're around. That's why I love my Motu brethren. You know what I'm saying? Life is fun when you're around accountable people. Life is fun when you're around people that challenge you to be better and have work ethic, because make your life a game. Make your life a positive, accountable version of Grand Theft Auto. You should have missions. You should be going to new territories. You should be meeting new characters. You should be getting new power-ups. That comes through the grind. It's not just in a video game. You could be a character like you are on PS4, PS5, whatever it is now. I haven't played video games in a minute. You could be that character in real life in a way. But you don't believe it because you haven't been around accountable people with work ethic, or you haven't had it yourself, and you see them on TV and you think, well, that's just them. They're born with natural talent. Bullshit. Talent is doing something over and over and over again and getting skilled at it. That's talent. Whether you had the natural talent or whether you don't, you can develop your talent. Thinking talent is just something that is just natural makes you a victim, makes you not have work ethic, makes you unaccountable. So you need to once you have those cheat codes and say, I'm going to do something about it to get myself to that level, that's when life changes. Look at Fight Club. Fight Club, people look at it for face value, but that show, even though it was in a weird way, it was all about men being accountable and having work ethic. Yeah, it was in an entertaining way, but all those dudes changed their lives, got into Fight Club, got into shape, and attacked their purpose. Maybe it was not the way that you would want to do it, but they all became a group of accountable guys and did something and came on a purpose together. And all of them became happier with life. And they actually made a change. I think at the end they took out the credit companies and everybody started at zero. That was the ending of the movie. So why can't you do that? Look who is accountable with the NCAA. The NCAA, aka not compensating African Americans, they weren't. People were saying, man, you can't challenge the NCAA. Man, it's just how it is. Nah, people stood up and took accountability and had work ethic to change that narrative. They said, we're going to create our own avenues. And then the NCAA said, oh, shit, we got to come back and start cashing them out, because if we don't, we're going to die. And things aren't guaranteed when you have accountability and work ethic. Everybody wants to guarantee. Things aren't guaranteed. But I'd rather be like 50 Cent, get rich or die trying. I don't want to just sit back and take the safe route. That's just boring as hell. Why take the safe route? Safe usually means weak. I'm going to take a quick break real quick because I'm getting parched spitting all this game. But I'm going to slap some music real quick. Hope y'all enjoy it. I'm going to come back and then we're going to come for part 2. All right, let me stop this cam and let me go ahead and play these slaps real quick. Hold on. I hope y'all like some Young Thug as I do. Here we go.
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here.
Worth a couple $100 million, no thousand. This bitch wanna fuck me, but I charge by the hour. My neck and my wrist in the shower. Like, how the fuck you growing up and baby say you childish? I just bought my young bitch up watching, now she wildin', styling, profiling. You bitches can't devour. And I'm Creflo Dollar smiling. We somewhere on the island, vibing. Balls smell like powder. Fuck it, take it to trial. This shit the motherfucking trial. Take this shit the motherfucking trial. Take this shit the motherfucking trial. Take this shit the motherfucking trial, yeah. Slime green, AP look like herpes on my wrist. Hold on, cook. I'm sure Chef Boyardee with that dish. I don't know you, bitch. Don't try to tell me tie my kids, tie my chips. Ain't
See my baby mama trippin', she don't get it. I'm on a mission to get these meetings. I'm on the grind and I'ma get it. No cap, nigga, no kissing. Slamming out, let they gon' tell him I ain't listen. When he call, he gon' say that I'm trippin'. Ain't slime, that's just how I feel. Nope, you did not meet the criteria. Nope, I rock my life for real. Yeah, got your first time for real. Yeah, first times you know I kill. Bye bye, good night, my dear. Trial, I done beat it twice. Stay, I'm undefeated like Fed came and snatched me. I don't know, no point of asking. I was on bleeding, stuck like a magnet. Bitch ass nigga, I shoot at your mammy. Need to sit down if you can't stand me. I done tear down, I up my standards. Take it to trial, get her appeal, take it to trial. Yeah, you can whack 'em, no back and forth. We don't turn wrestle. Pay for the casket, that's just if we welcome.
My young niggas pulling up Bentleys, Aston Martins, Robbers and Teslas. Strapped with an FN, choppers, carbons, know some stubblers. Got ice, not in the fridge, not in the safe, look like treasure. We fuck, have a lot of sex in our head, feel like pleasure. Shorty super sturdy, suck that Berkey out that dick. Maybach came with curtains and I still ain't got it tint. Got some slimy and shady that ain't wavy like my clip. High-end alterations, did that European stitch. Fuck niggas get hit, got me up list. Quit to switch topics, no way I can snitch. Watch me wet that bitch, pop 'em like a sis. Got with the assist.
Take this shit to motherfucking trial. Take this shit to motherfucking trial. Take this shit to motherfucking trial. Take this shit to motherfucking trial, yeah.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me? All right, I messed it up for myself. Hold up. There we go. Okay, I'm still getting used to this Rodecaster, so my bad, y'all. But I love that song, Take It to Trial. I ain't no criminal or nothing like that, but I like turf music usually because it has better beats and melodies. But why I like Take It to Trial, I put my own meanings to songs. So Take It to Trial for me is like, I am who I say I am. Take that shit to trial. Like, prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? So usually I don't listen to like all the lyrics in between if it's too turf or they're talking about shit that ain't realistic. You know, these rappers lie, but I'll usually take the hook or take parts of the song and tie it to my life to where, you know, it's like why I like it for motivation. So I like slapping ass music. Young Thug got some songs. I don't like the fact that he wears weak ass dresses, but bro, got some hits. Can't lie about that. But anyway, so going back to what we're talking about, accountability and work ethic. So you got to think about for yourself. I'm going to make this in closing. What is it that you need to be accountable for and put the work ethic in? We all got something. And even if you are doing something, there's something else you could be doing. So for myself, what do I want to do? I want to get into doing, real estate or some type of passive income. I got to figure that out. I've been telling people for a while, everybody's like, when you going to do this YouTube channel, Trav? When you going to do this YouTube channel, Trav? When you going to do it? I had to be accountable and I started doing it. Today I had time. I have a career where I could do it. I literally cashed out like almost a G just today, just on the equipment I needed. I said, you know what? It's been time. I said I was going to do it before the end of the year. And it's September. There's only 3 months left. Might as well do it now, because if I don't do it before the end of the year, I'm not being accountable for what I said. I told people I'm going to start a channel. It's almost the end of the year. I haven't started yet. So I just went ahead and started. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to stop this shit, because this is therapy for me, just talking and getting this thing out. And like I said, the fact that I got people hitting me up on Instagram, hitting me up in my DMs, trying to talk to me. How do you do the coding? How do you lose weight? How do you do all that? You know, that's something that I want to do. And I got to be accountable for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep my accountability and work ethic for everybody that's in here listening to me. Otherwise, I'll be a fraud. I'll be a loudmouth and saying shit online and having an opinion all the time. I can't have an opinion if I don't back it up. That's just the creed that I have. And a lot of people don't have that creed in life. If you're going to say something, you better fucking back it up. Let me say that again and put myself on camera to say that. If you're going to have an opinion, that's the camera right there? If you're going to have an opinion about something, you better stick to what you say, have accountability, and back that shit up. You can't just be out here putting out things you want to say, have an opinion, always pose problems, but not have solutions. Otherwise, you're just some weak-ass armchair quarterback out here. You got to back up what you say. And everything that I talk about, I back up what I say. And things that I can't talk about because I haven't done it or I don't know, I get advice. You know what I'm saying? I get consultations. I had problems with certain things in life, and I seeked out mentors and was willing to pay and humble myself and go, you know what? I'm not there yet. They're there. How do I do that? But because I've had accountability and work ethic and other facets of my life, these people see that and they go, you know what? He has accountability and work ethic in other areas of his life that I don't. So they're willing to invest their time with me. Sometimes I get things for free I shouldn't get for free because people that have accountability and work ethic, it's hard for you to find other people like that. It's not necessarily that you're lonely, but you just are like, when can I find another motherfucker like me that just, they don't have to be the same as me. They could be better than me. But can I just please breathe the same oxygen as somebody that has the same type of gumption as I do? That should be frustrating, bruh. It was frustrating for me at times doing the things I was doing because, you know, I'm a black dude doing coding. I'm a black dude behind the scenes learning this stuff. Now it's popular, but when I was doing this stuff in college in the mid to late 2000s, nobody wanted to be behind the damn camera. Nobody wanted to do that. Was white jobs. But I had to stick with it because I was like, you know what? I knew I would get to a point where if I get successful at this, I still got the style and the aura that will make me sellable. And now it's coming to fruition. This was in the mid 2000s. Now it's 2021. Now it's becoming a possibility. And I'm excited. This is what's keeping me going. I'm going to be accountable for myself. I've had times where I was like, do I want to like do what I'm doing anymore? You know, not nothing suicidal, but I just be like, do I want to like, why do I give a shit? Nobody else gives a shit. Why do I give a shit? And I had to be accountable and keep my work ethic up. And you know what? Because your life is not your own, bro. People are looking up to you, whether it's just your little family members, not little like that, but your younger family members, or it's 1-2 friends. If you put out bad energy, they're going to start having bad energy. So now doing this YouTube is remotivating me to hit this third wind of my life. I've had my first wind. I've had my second wind. This is going to be my third childhood, is doing this. And I ain't going to stop. No matter if I get only 1,000 subscribers or I go all the way to becoming like a Black Joe Rogan or some shit, I'm going to keep going. But I do feel like I got enough, fire coming out of my mouth that people are going to, I have enough yoga flame I'm spitting that's going to catch people. And it comes from an authentic place. I just feel like the things that I've done and the way I interpret things, God gave me a gift to be able to encourage people through my mouthpiece. So again, accountability and work ethic. I got to be accountable. I got to get this equipment. I have to learn how to use this Rodecaster. I got to learn how to export these things. I got to learn how to market myself. I got to learn how to do these hashtags. I got to put in the work, and I'm going to do that because y'all believe in me. And if I don't continue and back up my word, I'm just another fraud out here like everybody else. So in closing, I thank y'all. This was my first live I've done. Everybody that came in here, Steve, Dave, Afi, Rich, Iceberg, everybody that's in here. Hey, Misha, what it do? Mac Misha, you see, she changed, I helped her, with her name. Now she got that. See, I have accountability and work ethic, and I'm helping people, and I've helped her with her name. That's just something small. I'm not trying to gloat, but what I'm saying, again, accountability and work ethic. If I don't continue my path, I'm a fraud like all these other cats out here. Like a lot of these cats in YouTube and on the Manosphere and all that. I was talking all my shit for nothing. And I can't do that. I got to back up what I'm saying. It's my time to back up. I can't just be in the comments anymore trying to sound smart in the comments and getting my shit shown without super chatting. Nah, I need to create my own channel now and do what I got to do. It's my time. I can't just bullshit. So I'm being accountable to y'all and having work ethic. So thank y'all. I'm going to keep these going. I'm figuring out my format as I go. I'm going to be looking at my analytics. I'm going to see what works, what doesn't work. So bear with me. But I know y'all going to enjoy this, and we gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? There's Gary V, and then there's going to be Trav T. You feel me? So, all right, y'all. I'm going to play some songs just to slap, just to, end it. Peace, peace. All right, what do I want to cue right here? Let me go to my playlist. I should have had this up sooner, but it's all good. Here we go.
All day, yeah, yeah. I've been sleeping with your girlfriend. Same time you're doing time, I've been on the other end. I had to change my life, run for my life, run for your life, run it up with your wife. Might fuck tonight, can't trust that bitch, so don't trust that bitch. Can't trust that bitch. Nigga, don't trust that bitch. I don't usually fuck these niggas, bitches, I'm a player. But this Audi way too thick and her little man a hater. Just for these niggas risk their life to get the paper. Just for the dose, I think I need a link, a navigator. Take them back to ball phase with the activator. It's been some time since I had some shine, but I've been back on my grind, and she's been back on my mind, just like a distant reminder. Is the back of her mind. I put that heart in her spine. Now I got a shaking body language, bold statement, capping in my occupation, conversation, rudenation, talk her out of pink sweatsuit so fast. She make Amber Rose look like she got no ass. Greedy so I had to touch your girlfriend. Same time you're doing